Hey, good morning everyone, Trackman 44 here. This morning, got back out here and got started, and it's definitely slow going. If you guys work with any amount of raw oak, you know it's kind of tough to work with. What you can see here is I've got a variety of tools, different type of clamps, F-clamps, pipe clamps, things of that nature, and also a couple pry bars and everything to line all that stuff up. And also got the little pneumatic, ratchet that we can fit up in there and get most of the way tightened up. Here's my $5 Professional Series Black & Decker 3/8 drive variable speed reversible drill. I got that at Habitat for Humanity store, and the reason it got thrown off the job sites, I'm sure, is because the cords are all cracked. You can't use these on the job sites. Hey, for $5, I'll use them here all day long. Told you we're gonna fight this puppy all the way. If you're not familiar with working with sawmill lumber, or lumber that gets a little bowed or warped, this is a good example right here. I've already corrected one heck of a bow in that number 2 board, and now number 3 is about half as bad as what the other one was. I know you guys that use sawmill lumber or build decks and everything, you're really familiar with move a warped board one way or another. If you notice that double wide weld right there in the middle, originally I had this thing set up for 8 foot from the front back to this part here, and 12 foot from the center point all the way to the rear. That gave me 20 foot. But using 16 foot material on this here is going to allow 4 foot pieces up here in the 2x12s. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and weld angle iron cleats right on the edge of this guy here, or a whole complete channel iron or angle iron all the way across. I don't know yet, and I'm beginning to wonder if my estimation on the nuts and bolts is enough. We just went by the pound and didn't actually count them out or anything, but I figured roughly 300. Air tools are cool, man.
Okay, day 2 of reboarding the trailer. He is pulling in a board. He told me I could talk because he needed something he could edit out. All right, there's a big, now that's a bow.
Yes.
In that board. And so he's pulling it over with a clamp.
Let's see if that angle iron's tight.
All right, so you want to know if it's tight on the shim. It won't come out.
And that's up where we want it there. And then what we'll do after that's bolted down, then we'll move the shim up here, then we'll tighten this up more.
Okay. All right. So you're just kind of like...
chasing it.
It's kind of like pulling up a zipper when you can't. You suck it in a little bit and you get it up a little bit and you suck it in a little more.
Like I have to do. Let's see, this is still, even though it's tight right here, it's still in the middle.
It's still bowed. Yeah, there's still a big gap right there. And then you'll have to scooch up, right? No. I mean, then you'll have to move this pipe up and scooch it up to the next one as you go up.
Yes.
Scooch. That's a technical term.
Yes. Yeah, we'll scooch it up a little bit.
And scooch it up.
You know what's better to use cutting oil when you're drilling holes? Over regular automotive oil?
Bubble gum?
No. Cutting oil has, what do you call that when you get a cut on your finger? Antiseptic you use? It has antiseptic in the cutting oil because machinists and guys that work with cutting oil and with metals always get slivers of metal parts and stuff in their skin.
Yeah.
And so it has antiseptic in the actual cutting oil.
Wow.
So it's kind of nice for you. There might be some different properties of it.
So the oil helps...
Well, keep your bit cool.
The oil helps keep your bit cool.
Yes.
I did not know that.
Yeah. Your cutting edge from overheating. See, I'm ready to come through right there, and I don't want the pilot.
Because it reduces the friction.
Yeah. Allows the cutting surface to do its job, which is to cut. I think I said before that I like to leave the pilot holes not all the way through the metal, so that pilot hole can actually act as a little bit of an oil reservoir for the bigger bit. And I've been having trouble with the larger bit. I've had to stop and sharpen it like 3 times because the pilot hole is more than half the diameter of the final hole, and so all you're cutting with after the pilot hole is drilled is this outside little bit right here. So I'm continuously snapping this off because whenever you go into the hole, the pilot hole too quick, it wants to grab and jerk this outside flute right off. I've already done that 3 times this morning. So the trick is to not jam it into the pilot hole. And of course, my $5 drill has a chuck that's not the best in the world. We expect for $5. Hey, this is a good drill though. This is a professional. This is a very good drill.
Where were you to get it for $5?
Habitat for Humanity.
Really?
Yeah. Remember I was showing the electric cord yesterday and how badly it's dry rotted
They're
or deteriorating?
deteriorating.
Well, whenever they get that way, they can't be used on job sites. And a lot of times the guys just donate them to, tradesmen, or sometimes they just take them in mass and just give them away. Or they throw them in a dumpster, like I've gotten some of my other ones, and I just drag them out of the dumpster and bring them home and fix them.
Now, did you get that one at the Habitat?
In town.
Okay.
Yeah, I bought 2 drills that day. 2 of them $5 a piece. One of them's a 1/2-inch drive. I remember yesterday I had to stop because it was arcing and sparking because one of those fractures right there started burning all the way through.
Yeah, I remember seeing you put it back together.
It's kind of makeshift.
Tape it up.
That never fly on a...
Can you replace the whole cord, or is it not able to be replaced?
Oh, yeah.
It will come apart?
Oh, yeah. Oh, this is probably brand new. This is probably $80 drill, I would think. It's well worth it to me for a $15 cord. If I could get my wife to cut loose the funds.
$15.
Can I get that on? Can I get that recorded? I could buy a new cord.
You can have a new cord.
You heard it here, folks.
Okay.
She's committed now.
Oh my gosh. I don't know. I'm the one who wanted you to buy new washers instead of using the old rusty ones.
Well, I know. Rusty really would hold better. I'm kidding. These galvanized do a good job. Had a guy give me this.
Really? Who gave you that?
Huey.
Really?
Old Huey.
Old Huey?
Yeah, he's dead and gone now.
You've had that for quite a while. We probably are not going to watch a whole bunch more hole drilling.
Probably. You could probably turn the camera off. I think the saw's what fell. The saw and the angle.
You think the saw fell?
That doesn't matter. Tools are made to use and abuse.
I think you meet the abuse category.
Mm-hmm. I wrote the book on abuse. I've been married, 48 years?
You're going to edit that out.
Probably not. Sometimes I tighten them in with a hammer and a screwdriver.
Is that your best drill?
Oh, no. I don't want to use my good one.
What?
The drill's good except for the cord. And the
What are you
wore
saving
out.
your best drill for? My next husband?
Apparently.
Or the gigantic yard sale we'll have.
Oh, Chuck is just...
Right.
wore out.
So if you have another drill that might make it easier, why aren't you using it?
I'm married. I'm into
No.
this.
Give me a logical reason.
You what?
Give me a logical reason. Why?
Okay. I probably don't have a reason.
Okay. Then why aren't you getting the other drills to do this?
I gotta give you something, right?
No. You were using this before I came out here.
Here's what I usually do.
Okay, so you beat the fire out of your drill rather than going and getting a drill that could do the job, and you wouldn't have to beat it.
Well, yeah. That's how I take my frustrations out. That's why I'm so nice to you. I get rid of my frustrations out
Frustrations. You have not given me a valid reason for using a second-rate drill.
I know I'm having trouble getting this whole drill. Leave it right there.
Are you going to edit this whole thing out?
You what?
Are you going to edit this whole thing out?
Oh, no, not at all.
You're going to show.
They can see how badly I'm treated.
Mrs.
Hey, this is 2 you get to put the button on.
I get to crawl under. They're not going to see that.
Oh, yeah, they are.
All right, he's down to the last, 4 bolts?
Yep, 4 bolts on this board here.
Right, and then you will have about half, maybe?
Over half the deck.
Right, over half of the main part of the deck. Once you get the deck finished, though, like you said, the dovetail isn't that as isn't as hard.
I'll be able to watch you get that all done by yourself.
Yes, because I will go get a new drill.
Great. I've got a good drill. I ought to bring out one of Uncle Chippo's drills I got in there.
That's the hand drills.
Oh, no, well, I got those.
He's got an electric drill?
Yeah. Well, yes,
Okay.
he had electric drills. This is the ones that I used to use with him whenever we was installing deal valve milking machines, the vacuum lines. And one time I had this thing, see, it's got a trigger on it. You pull the trigger one time and it just starts running. You turn loose of it and it stays running. You have to pull it a second time in order for it to shut it off.
Is that normal, or is that?
Back then it was normal, yes. But this thing is massive. The thing is about this wide, big old half-inch drill. Might be a 5/8 drill. I don't know. It's massive. But I'm drilling a hole in a piece of like 2-inch pipe so he can thread and put in the petcocks, for the milking machines and everything. And the doggone thing caught. I'm about 6 or 7 years old, and a doggone drill bit like you seem stuck here.
Yeah.
But a little guy like I was back then, that bit got stuck in there, and here, me and the drill and the extension cord is going round and round in circles. It's wrapping both my feet around.
Oh
it,
my gosh.
And we're going around and around. And Uncle Chippo finally come over and pulled the plug on it. Because I couldn't think fast enough to pull the trigger a second time to shut it off, because it never happened to me before. But I've got that drill in there.
Oh gosh.
So I think I'll bring that out and use that for some of these holes. So
You could demonstrate.
So you could see how much of an improvement this guy here is.
I don't really need that demonstration. I need the demonstration where you have the drill that doesn't have to be bammed with a hammer to get it to go through.
What fun is that? You have to live in the moment, my dear. But no rebuttal.
I just don't know what to say to that. All right, back again for a few minutes. It is super windy out here, so I'm going to talk as loud as I can. Well, probably not as loud as I can, but loud enough. All right, I wanted to show you how he put that little, what is that called?
That's a Class 4 receiver.
A Class 4 receiver. What's the difference between Class 4 and 1, 2, or 3?
Well, the little ones are on the little bitty sport utilities and little bitty cars. I mean, when you get up to the bigger trucks, like my two trucks, it's typically a Class 2 or a 3. Class 4 is the really big ones.
Okay.
Usually on 1-ton trucks.
So bigger is better?
Well, it's bigger, it's stronger, yeah, it's a larger diameter.
So is there like 5, 6, 7, 8? Do they keep going?
No, I don't think so. 4 is supposed to be as what I know. Yeah, there you go.
Ah, all right, now I understand.
And if I want to pull something from the side, I just go like this.
Well, that's kind of nifty.
Now the cable will come right down, come right across here. I can go whatever angle I want to go. And then this will protect my cable as it's coming up the ramp to keep that synthetic rope from getting snagged or torn or just rubbed and damaged, because I don't want to have to replace that.
All right.
Yeah, pretty neat old thing here. I've been waiting 30 years to put this on there.
All right. I am not going to admit that I was wrong. However, I did get you to get a bit drill that did a better job.
You did what?
I urged you into getting a different drill than the other one.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll go get one this afternoon.
Okay. Well, no, I mean this one. We'll go get another one. I don't care. But this one is doing a better job than the one you were beating with the hammer.
I was having to strain so hard. To
You
push
were.
everything. And this guy here, I really don't push that much.
Because it's so heavy.
Yeah, remember that first hole that I drilled with that I had so much trouble with?
Yes.
You know, I had so much trouble with? That had one of the bolts that I missed that had
Oh.
broken off in the hole, and I was actually drilling through
Through the bolt? Wow.
Yeah, so that's why I was having so much trouble. That, and I'm also kind of trying to fall off the back end of it. But no, going up through there, it just boom, 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 just quick and simple as can be.
Right.
A couple of them get a little tough, but I still haven't touched up the drill bit.
I'm just going to scan this real quick and show that you are making progress.
So hey, let me go ahead and drill some stuff.
All right, you drill away.
Alrighty.
We'll update later. We figure we're what? Maybe
Oh, we're half done.
I think we're over half.
Yeah. Well,
But you said this is going to be a little
this will be easier right here.
easier here, but that up there, he's got to build a brace for some of the wood. We'll probably have to take a break for a while he does that. But right now, it's almost usable, correct?
Oh, yeah, I can do it right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a little chilly today. The wind is, well, it's what, 40, 45 degrees out?
And The wind's blowing like crazy.
The wind makes it a little harder to your fingers get cold. Your fingers don't. Your fingers are warmer than mine. So anyway, I am eating my words, apologizing.
It is cool though.
It is. It is. That something that old is still working. Shaking my head.
It might burn up tonight.
It might.
How you like this?
That is really cool. Majorly cool.
Yeah.
And I understand
Yeah.
how you're going to use that now.
Yeah.
And being able to take it in and out so that when you drive something up over the top of it, like a tractor, it's not in the way.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, that's
And
cool.
tomorrow, what are we doing? We're going down and getting a piece for your
Dump trailer.
dump trailer.
Gonna get a solar charger for it.
All right, solar charger. And I get lunch. Woohoo!
Maybe.
Maybe lunch. Okay. So am I out of here?
Yeah. You can
All
get
right.
out of here.
I'm out of here for a while and to be continued probably next week,
Oh, I don't know. Saturday.
Saturday.
Sure.
Bye for now.